Hello there and welcome to this event. Today we stand in front of a par 4 to start out with. Let's drop this in the middle of the fairway and take it from there. And best of luck to you as you endeavor in this society tournament. Setting up here in the deep stuff. Heading a little bit to the left on the approach. Okay, green side sand. Let's see what you have. Nice out. Now let's get to the putting. Okay, this to save our par. Let's do this. I think this starts off pretty straight and then takes a bit of a left turn. It's getting there. We're starting things off at even par as we head to the next hole. Lovely way to start your round. Birdies are out there though. That didn't feel as clean as I know you can hit it. Okay, this is dug into the rough here. We're gonna need something special to dig it out. Way out there for this putt. Good luck. This one looks like it's turning left to right down the hill. Oh, this has my attention. Oh man. All right, give this one a little tap. And you're at even par. Wind's blowing right in our face on this one. Nice, that's some solid contact. Nice approach. 20 feet to the hole from here. And we got a downhill putt that goes to the right. So far, so good. This one's still tracking. Oh, it doesn't go down. Oh, no. That'll do. Okay, even par at the moment. Okay, par 5, fourth hole. You know what to do. Nicely done. Okay, about 225 to the pin from here. Okay, third shot. And now this putt from 6 feet. And after that one, you'll go down to 1 under par. Okay, stepping on to the 5th, and we got a par 3 ahead of us. And that approach was a bit wayward. All right, let's go. We need a par save, and we need it now. Let's do it. And you're currently sitting at 1 under for the day. Got a right to left breeze on this hole. Unlucky. And here's our second shot on the 6th. And that's going to get wet. Okay, the ball's going to tend to go right in this setup. It's sitting below your feet. Might want to aim a little to the left. And setting up here for the bogey. Good luck with this one. It's going downhill, right to left. Well, this one's looking good so far. Continues on a great line. All right, and as that putt drops, let's take a peek at the scorecard, shall we? Okay, 1 over on the round currently. And now we're teeing her up on the 7th hole. Well, that'll happen. Setting up with an elevated green. This might call for some extra distance. Yeah, the swing was a little bit rough on that one. Okay, let's do this. Let's get out of this bunker and on our way. Yep, that'll work from there. And now this from 13 feet. Just a bit of a break here to the right, I think. Oh man, hopefully the comeback isn't too bad for you. All right, let's head to the next. And you are currently 2 over. Okay, careful out there. We got a tailwind. Setting up here just in the first cut. Okay, on the green safely. All right, this one's from 14 feet away. And this one's going a bit to the right. Going towards that hole. That shows some resilience. He birdied this one after a bogey on the last. Well done. And just 1 stroke over par at the moment. Here's our second shot on the 9th. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll be on the green eventually. Oh, that chip was robbed from you. Okay, and this one to save the hole. And you're sitting at 1 over par at the moment. And now we head to the 10th, and we have a par 4 to deal with. Setting up here from above the green. All right, back in the fairway. Now, to the green. Okay, here's our 3rd shot. And here's your par putt. This putt's going uphill. Looks like it's moving right to left. This putt's going. All right, in the cup for the par. Okay, sitting at 1 over par. Okay, tailwind blowing with us on this one. Oh my goodness, you lit it up on that drive. Just absolute power. You might need a club or two extra from here. This is really deep. And you want this one to stick nice on that green. Bit of a down slope where we want to land this. Ouch, what was that? Well, that's too bad. Okay, now this from 11 feet. I think this is going to go right to left. And the bogey putt goes down. Good stuff. And after that, you're sitting at 2 over par. All right, 12th hole, par 4. Let's have a good drive. Oh, no good. All right, the ball's below your feet on this one. Just wanted you to know you might want to compensate. This one's going to get a little gritty here in the sand. Okay, and from the greenside bunker, let's nestle this one in nice and close. Well done out of the bunker. Wouldn't that be nice to save par on this one? I think this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. Ah, no good. And 4 feet to go. That one goes down, and that's for a bogey. And that's back-to-back bogeys. And you're 3 over on your round. Okay, par 3, 13th hole. Knock it close. We'll take those all day. Oh, brutal. And that putt safely in its home. Currently 3 over par for the day. Wind is blowing left to right on this one. Nice swing on that. Good luck on your second shot here on the 14th. And this next putt for par. And currently sitting at 3 over par. And now the 15th. This one's a par 5. Ooh, watch this one run now. Nothing wrong with that. All right, this is about 240 from the pin. And you're going to end up in the deep rough. Way to chip that one close. Well done. And right now you're just 2 strokes above par. And this hole is a long par 4 hole. Looking pretty good off the tee. Okay, we're setting up with an elevated green. You might want a little more distance. All right, let's drop her in the hole. This to save par. It's breaking to the left, I think. And that'll drop on in there. Nicely played putt. And right now you're 2 over. Got a left to right cross breeze on this hole. Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it. And here's our second shot on the 17th. Oh, no way. All right, you got this left over for par. And right now you are 2 over par. And now the 18th hole. This one's a par 4. Okay, this one's about 135 to the pin. Hopefully we get a bounce to the left. Way to go out there, looking good. This putt's around 5 feet away. And I got lost in that. Your round's over already. I thought we just started. And it's going to be 1 over par for you at the end of the day. And that's going to do it. We are done here. Hopefully I'll see you soon, though. Hi there, my name's John McCarthy, welcoming you as always to PGA Tour 2K25. Let's get this in gear. Today we start with a par 4 first hole. Let's rip this little ball into the fairway and be on our way. And we are in the deep stuff currently. Let's get out of here now. Well, you might not have enough out of the rough here. Okay, let's get out of this bunker. Way to strike that ball out of that sand trap. Not much left to do here. And you're 1 over at the moment. Teeing it up on the second hole. This one needs to hold on to the fairway. And that's too bad. We didn't hold the fairway. We're just in that first cut of rough, though. Heading left. Nice approach, pin high. That's where we like it. And this putt is for your birdie. Let's do this. Oh. All right, let's tap this in and move to the next. All right, after that one, let's take a look, see where everyone sits on the leaderboard. And after that one, you are sitting at 1 over par. Okay, it's a par 3, third hole in front of us. Have a good tee shot. Nice swing, sounded great. Great work on the approach. You saw that one, didn't you? And 5 feet left to go. Okay, we got a par 5 here on the 4th. Okay, this is about 240 yards or so from the pin. All right, that was a nice little golf shot, clearing the water hazard, and now you're putting. You go down to 1 under if this goes in. Breaking pretty hard to the left. Oh, well, yeah, didn't quite make it there. And let's see what we can do here on the 5th hole. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. That's a good one. Nice pin high. All right, this one's about 9 feet from the cup. Ooh, wish I could have given you that one. All right, this one for par. And after that one, you currently sit at 1 under par. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 6th hole. Sweet. All right, this one's about 85 yards out. That green slopes away from us a little bit. Got to be careful we don't go too far. Good shot out there. Nicely played. 10 feet to the cup. Yeah, I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh, that was close. And you've got this left over for par. Now that one could have used a bit more pace. Okay, we're all done that hole now. Let's take a look at the leaderboard and see what's happening. Okay, 7th hole, par 4. All right, we got an elevated green. Might need some more club. Well, I hope you can hold on to the fairway on this one. All right, that could have been worse for you. Just sneaking into the first cut here. And this is your 3rd shot. We're on the green with that one. Well done. Lining up for the 13-foot putt. This one's breaking pretty hard right to left. Oh, it's always tough leaving them short. Okay, you are at 2 over par. And now we're teeing it up on the 8th hole. Well, I was sweating a little bit there, but that's going to hold on to the fairway for you. Setting up around 130 yards. Well, you can't hit them all. This one's on a good line. Just missing the birdie. All right, you're sitting at 2 over. Okay, the lengthy par 4. Unlucky. Okay, hole number 9, shot number 2. Let's see what you got. Okay, 39 feet. Good luck. Looks like this goes downhill and to the right. This one's for par. This one just has a little tiny break to the right, I think. And there you go. There you go. That's for par. That's a good job. Okay, 2 over par at the moment. All right, 10th hole, and we have a par 4. And it looks like that fairway has a bit of a downslope out there in the landing area. Could get some extra yards. Oh yeah, catching that downslope, that'll give you a few extra yards. And this one's about 135 yards to go. Nice, that was the club. Okay, 8 feet. All right, score is coming down to even par after that one. And here we go, par 4, 11th hole. Let's do it. Nothing wrong with that. This shot's about 80 yards out. And that'll do. Grab your putter. 14-footer. Looks like a bit of a break in this one to the right. This putt's good so far. Nicely played. Okay, that'll bring it down to 1 under. And teeing it up now on the 12th. Nicely played. And this one's about 85 yards to the pin. Nice. Looks like we could have a birdie on this hole. I think this one's going left to right. Well, the putt appears to be on line. Good work out there today. That's your 4th birdie so far. And after that one, you're going down to 1 under. Okay, 13th hole. We got a par 3. You managed to get a good swing on that. All right, this is for the bird. This one's breaking pretty hard to the right. That one's zooming by the hole. Okay, let's see what we can do on the next hole. Currently sitting at 1 under par. And now the 14th hole. This one's a par 5. Holy mackerel. That was tattooed. Taking driver off the fairway, are you? Little play. And this is your 4th shot. Starting this one out pretty good. Continuing. All right, that one's down. Now let's take a look at the scorecard. And 1 under after that one. And teeing up now on the 15th hole. This gives a good look at the green from here below us. Can we get a kick left? "15 feet to the cup from here." This one is going downhill, and I think a little bit to the left. Oh, just slides by. Okay, here's your birdie look. And after that hole, you'll go down to 2 under. Okay, here we go. Par 4, 16th hole. Tee shot's looking decent. Taking a look at the elevated green from here. All right, and that one just barely makes its way into the first cut. Six feet to the cup. And right now you are at 3 under par. And now on to the par 3, 17th. Okay, careful on this one. We're in the green side rough. Nicely struck. And this one is a safe par. And after that hole, you are at 3 under par. And a heads up, we got a headwind to deal with. Don't worry about it. All right, good luck with your second shot here on the 18th hole. Nicely done, had the right club there. This putt's about 14 feet out. And I think this one's breaking pretty hard right to left. Well, that putt's just going to fly right by the hole, I guess. And that's all for the golf today, I guess. And you've managed to finish up at 2 under par today. Well done. All right, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for playing the game, and we will hopefully see you real soon. Hi there, glad to have you aboard. Par 4 is on the slate for this first hole today. Let's put that first drive in the fairway and take it from there. What do you say? And you're away. Let's have a good one out there today. Good shot. Okay, second shot here on the first. Great work. Nice approach on that one. And this one is for the birdie. And you're 1 under for the day. The wind's picked up here, blowing right to left. And look at this, just striped it off the tee. The pin's about 145 yards away. Decent approach there. This putt's around 13 feet out. I think we got a bit of a tilt to the right on this putt. Ooh, that's too bad. Here we go, 4 par. And you are 1 under after that one. Okay, a longer par 4 on this hole. Nicely done. You got some good contact there. And here's your second shot on the third. A little bit to the right on the approach here. Well, you're not going to hit every green today. That's all right. And from the green side bunker, looking for an up and down here. Ooh, almost in there. Okay, come on now. Let's coax this one into the hole, save our par, and be happy with ourselves. Let's go. And after that hole, you're currently 1 under. And the wind will be a factor on this. One's blowing right into our face. This approach is heading right at the pin. Here's your second shot on the 4th. And nicely done, we're back in the fairway. Setting up for our 3rd shot. Oh, close. Pretty close with that chip. And that hole will put you up to even par. Teeing up now on the par 4 5th. I don't think this is going to be good. And from the fairway bunker. I think this is short from the sand. I think you're loving the sand today, eh? Oh, yep. That'll work. That'll work nicely. Okay, here's a 4-foot putt for us. You are currently sitting right at even par. And here we go. Par 5, 6 holes ahead of us. There we go. Good shot. And from here, we're looking at about 230 yards or so. I'll tell you what, that's some great golf I just saw on this hole. Next putt for eagle. This is a very, very long putt, but I have confidence in you. This is an uphill putt and moving to the left. Oh, what do we have here? And sink this next putt and you'll grab that birdie. All right, that hole will bring you down to 1 under par. Heads up, wind's going right to left on this one. Here we go, 30 feet away. This putt is going uphill and breaking to the right. And well done, you got most of the way there. And you're currently sitting at 1 under for the day. Teeing up here on the 8th hole. Well, tee shot's looking good here. Okay, about 215 yards or so to the pin. And take a look at this right here. And now this from 4 feet. You managed to bring things down to 2 under after that one. And the 9th is a par 4. hope for your sake this holds the fairway. All right, and we did end up in the fairway. That's great. Setting up from 145 yards away. And if you're not careful, this approach could get away from you. Bit of a down slope there. Okay, there you go. This would be nice to get for birdie. And that one drops for your fourth birdie of the day. I'm liking that. All right, you brought things down to 3 under after that hole. Wind's picking up out there. We got a headwind on this hole. Ooh, we ended up in the deep rough here. All right, second shot on the 10th. Oh, you hate to see it. Okay, you need this one if you want to save your par. This one's going to the left. Oh man, hopefully you can grab the bogey. All right, nicely hold. Let's move to the next. And after that, your score will bump up to 2 under. All right, good luck. We have a par 4 here on the 11th hole. There we go. Nice contact on that one. And just in the first cut on this one. Come on, give us a kick to the left. Safely on the green. This one's about 21 feet to the cup. And this putt's moving to the left and up the hill. Looking good so far? Ooh, still looking good. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. And after that one, you'll bring your score down to 3 under. Okay, here we go. 12th hole, par 5. Let's pop a nice one out there. Great swing. You must be feeling lucky. Taking driver off the turf. Well, look at you putting for eagle now. That's fine work. Fine work indeed. And here's a look for eagle. Oh, it's definitely downhill putt. I think it's going left to right as well. Looks like he got a line on this. Looking very good. Oh, somehow it doesn't go. Here we go, just a few more inches. And after that hole, you're going down to 4 under par. Wind's blowing from our backs on this one. You're gonna like that, won't you? Okay, here's a 5-footer. Nice putt. That's for birdie number 7 on the day. That hole bring things down to 5 under for you. Let's see what happens here. We got a long par 4 for this one. Well done. And this shot's about 120 yards away from the pin. I like it. I like what you did there. Here we go for your birdie. Just killing it out there. That's your 8th birdie of the day. Well done. Okay, score is currently clocking in at 6 under par. Here comes hole number 15. Nice looking shot. All right, this one's about 85 yards out. Pin high on that approach, nicely judged. 13 feet left to the hole. And this one's going pretty hard right to left. Oh my, flew right by the hole. All right, let's head over to the next hole, see what we can do. And you are looking at a 6 under at the moment. Okay, let's see what you can do here on the par 3 16th. Beautiful swing. Alrighty, second shot on the 16th. Nice tempo on that chip, just nice and easy. Well done. And that'll do. 6 under par currently. All right, here we go. Number 17, this one's a par 4. Oh my, that was a vulgar display of power on that drive. This one's about 175 to the pin. Oh, this might go down. Come on. Oh, I'm a bit jealous. That was fancy club work there. Well done. And right now, you're 7 under for the day. Let's see what happens here on the 18th. Nice, pure swing, great stuff. And there's some fantastic golf putting for Eagle. Okay, good luck on this one. It's a doozy. I think this one's moving to the right. This one's about 8 feet from the cup. Okay, the putt goes down and we're done here. All right, this one is over and you've wound up at 8 under par. Good stuff. All right, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for playing, and we will see you soon. Hello there, my name is John McCarthy, and I would like to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Can't wait to see what goes down here in a bit. Starting things off today with a par 4. Let's drop this one in the middle of the first fairway, take it from there. What do you say? And second shot here on the first. Oh, this one could play. Yeah, that's going to work for you. I'm liking that. And here you go. This for the birdie. And after that one, you currently sit at 1 under par. All right, second hole is a par 4. I think you know what to do. That was good stuff. And this one is around 180 yards to the pin. Okay, 37 feet from the cup. This one's going hard to the right. Well, this one's on a line. Yeah, it's still looking good. All right, here's the tap. All right, tapping in for par on this one. Heading to the next. Currently sitting at 1 under par. Okay, this hole, we got a tailwind to deal with. Good job. And second shot here on the third. Safe approach, nice. Okay, here's a 12-foot putt. And this one's, I think, going left to right. This one's tracking. Oh yeah, that's gonna count for the birdie. And you are currently 10 under par. Okay, stepping on to the fourth hole, we got a par 3. Well, that's too bad. I'm pretty sure you weren't planning on that. That's okay. Oh man, you hate to see those ones go by. All right, come on now. This putt to save par. All right, you're sitting right at 2 under for the moment. Okay, time for the fifth hole. It's a par 4. And from the bunker. All right, let's get out of this green side rough and start putting. Ooh, that chip almost went. All right, par putt. And after that hole, you're 2 under par. Got a headwind blowing in our face on this one. Well, you put a nice swing onto that one. Here's our second shot on this 6th hole. Heading to the rough. We are in the deep stuff here. Okay, back in the fairway, good stuff. And this one's about 10 feet out. I think this starts off straight enough, then it'll go right. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Well done. Okay, after that one, you're sitting right there at 10 under. And the 7th hole is upon us. Just a pure swing. Yep, that's gonna do just nicely. This one's just under 20 feet. And this one's just slightly going to the right. Ooh! And this next putt for par. And that putt'll drop. And your score sits at 10 under par at the moment. And now the 8th hole, we got a par 4. This one looks pretty good, should be in the fairway. And this is about 170 yards to the pin. Good job, we're on the green. Okay, here's a 24-footer. Here's an uphill putt, moving to the left. This one's looking decent. Continuing to be good. And it drops. Well done. Fantastic putt. And after that one, you've brought your score down to 3 under. All right, let's see what we can do off the tee here. It's a long par 4. That'll do. And this one's around 185 yards to the pin. Oh my goodness, that almost dropped. Ooh, setting up for birdie here. That's in there. Here's your 4th birdie of the day. And 12 under is your current score. And a heads up this hole. We got a tailwind blowing with the ball. Well, you made good contact with that one. Look at this, driving that green, putting for eagle. I'm just proud of you. Nice job, that's the eagle. 14 under after that hole. And here we go, we're on hole number 11. We got a par 4. Nicely done. All right, this shot's around 165 yards from the pin. A little wayward on that approach. This is what our 3rd shot's looking like. Okay, you're starting this out to the left. I see what you're doing. All right, all we need is a little tap here. Let's do it. Sitting at 6 under par after that one. Okay, here's the 12th hole. It's a par 5. Oh, that was spicy off the tee. That's bold, using the driver off the fairway. I'll take it. And from the greenside sand, let's have a nice out here. Oh, almost in the jar. 4 feet left. Nice putt, and that is for birdie number 5 on the day. 15 under par is your score. All right, let's see what we can do here on the 13th. Okay, go ahead and finish up on this hole, and we'll head to the next. And just joking. It was going pretty hard to the left. And this will be your par putt here. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Good job on that putt. And after that one, 15 under. That wind is going right to left out there. I think you've had better swings. And here's shot number 2 on hole number 14. Okay, as long as we're out of that bunker, that's all I care about. Good stuff. Okay, here we go. Have fun with this putt. Okay, you got this one out to the left. Okay, just a few more inches to go. And after that hole, looks like 15 under is where you sit. And now the 15th hole. This one is a par 4. All right, setting up in the fairway sand. All right, let's make this a short stay at the beach. All right, back in the fairway. I'm liking that. Okay, this is about 105 yards-ish to the pin. This one's heading a bit right. Well, that approach kind of missed the mark a little bit. Sitting in the greenside rough. Let's go. Oh, man. Would have loved to see that chip go down. Okay, let's do this. 13 feet. And as you line this putt up, tilting a little bit to the right. Okay, tap this one in and let's move on. And after that hole, currently 12 under par. And the par 3 16th is coming up. This one's going right. Well, it's unlucky. Missed the green on that one. Great chip shot there. Pure. That's pure. And here comes a 4-footer. And your score this round is currently 4 under par. Careful out there. We got a tailwind blowing. Fairway slopes away from us up around the landing area. Catching the downslope here. This should chase out. Good shot. Okay, this shot's about 145 from the pin. And this one is from way, way out. And it looks like this is breaking pretty hard to the left. Come on, get in there. All right, here is a look at our par putt. 12 under par after that hole. Here we go. We've made it to 18, and this is a par 5. Just striped that one. We are about 195 yards out from here. Unfortunately, I think this is beach bound. You know, this is very, very sandy in this. Oh, it almost dropped. And a 4-foot putt. And today you cap your round off with a birdie. Fine work. And as this one winds down, that's 13 under for you. And with that, I must leave you. I had fun out there with you today. Thanks for a great round.